Hello, I am Noban. This is episode 3. If you haven't checked out the earlier episodes, go check them out. And in this episode, I'll be teaching you about variables and how to edit properties of things, like, for example, a part, right? So, what is a variable? A variable is something in your script that you reference with a name. Yeah, that's more like it. If this is confusing you, I'll just show you. Okay, so we have a script, script service, and I'll show you an example of a variable. So a variable can reference anything, so I'll make it reference a string. So first you have to do local, and then you name your variable, so you can put any name here, like it doesn't matter. I'll just say my first variable, for example, right? And then I put it equal to a string that says I love scripting, I guess. Yeah. So now this is equal to this. So if I want to print this, right? Like this would work, but like I can also do this. Boom. And now it does the same thing. See? I love scripting. Because this is equal to this. So so doing this is the same thing as just doing this. But also you can reference like actual things in your game. Like for example, I made this ball, right? I'll name it ball. So okay, awesome ball. So you guys know what I'm talking about. So we have an awesome ball inside workspace. You can name it whatever you want, but let's say we want to change its color to green, right? We want it to look like this, but right now it's white. We want to do it with a script. Okay, so what we do is we need to reference it. Local. I don't know, you can name it whatever you want. You can do my ball, and like it doesn't matter what you write here. This one doesn't matter, but this does. What you put after the equal sign, like this matters. So you do game dot workspace dot, and then your like the name you put here. So for me it's awesome ball, so I do awesome ball. And what this means is you go into the game. Okay guys, I kinda explained it bad, so I'm gonna explain it better here. So basically in Roblox we have things like a parent and children. So basically if you see here, awesome ball is under workspace, right? It's inside of workspace. So awesome ball's parent is workspace, and workspace's child is a awesome ball, for example. All of these are children of workspace, right? So all of these have the same parent, this, and these are the children of workspace. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is there's like an invisible thing called game that I'm saying here, and if you wanna go into the workspace and maybe say like you wanna like go into the workspace and for example get this ball, right? So here you have to do game, because game has all of these as its children, right? And you know, if you go into the game, you go into workspace, so you do game dot workspace, right? And let's say we want to get the awesome ball from the workspace. Then we need to do dot awesome ball. And yeah, now you have referenced the awesome ball. I hope this kind of clears it up more, maybe. But yeah, you guys need to know what parent means and what a child is. You go from the game, you go into workspace, so here, and from the workspace you go and reference the ball, right? So my ball is now game.workspace.ball, so this thing. Essentially, the game is like the whole thing here, like everything inside here is a game. And if you wanna, like, for example, you wanna go into the workspace, right? The workspace, and get something from there, then you need to do game.workspace. And yeah, you wanna get something from there. For example, we get this awesome ball. You do game.workspace.awesomeball. All right, I hope you guys understand this. And now let's change its color. So let's see, it has a color property that we can change to green. How do we do this? We do my ball dot color is equal to color tree dot new, and let's just make it green. Okay, so what this does, we reference the ball here, and right here we reference its color and we set it to a new color. So this is how you make a new color. And now if I run the game, right? See, it's like it's white right now, but if I run the game, it's green. Because the script runs once I play the game. And yeah, you can also change anything with the ball. So, for example, let's say we wanna make it anchored, so it so it stays in there. Otherwise, it falls down. We wanna make it anchored, and we want it to go up, like into there, whatever. Let's do this. Okay, so we say my ball dot anchored is equal to true. True means it's like enabled, and false would mean it's like disabled. So if anchored is false, it will fall down, but if it's true, it just stays in there. It's locked. Okay, and let's change the position to be a bit up. So what we do is we take its position and we set it equal to its own position plus a new position. So x 0, we wanna set it like 5 studs up in there, and z is also 0, so 5 studs up. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm taking the ball's position, I'm setting it to its own position, and adding like a new position on top of it. So what that means is I'm just moving it up by 5 studs. Alright, let's see. See, it's up in there and it's not falling down. Pretty cool. And maybe you ask, like, okay, why can't you just do this, right? The problem with this is See how it's like not centered? Like this is the absolute center of the map and it's not centered. I want it to like stay here and go up a bit. If I just do like vector3.new, it takes the like 0 position, like literally the center, and puts it like 5 studs up there. So I would take the position and literally move it to here. If I did this. But I want it to stay here, so that's why I did its own position plus this. This, I mean, yeah. But I'll show you. I'll take this away. Now it's just a vector tree. And this is like a literal position, so here. It's spawned here. I can change its position like, whatever, like 10 on the x-axis. See? And now it moved here. You can also do -10, then it moves to the other side. See, now it's here. If I do, let's set this to 0, so it's, you know, so it's in the middle. Right now it's in the middle. We can move it forward with, I think this, 10, -10. Yeah, now it's forward. If I move it back, you can just do then. And now it's behind me. Okay. And yeah, before I had this, so it keeps the original position and just adds like the 5 studs up on top of it. So it takes right now this current position and just says, yeah, and add like 5 studs on the x-axis on it, so it just does this. Okay. That's it. And yeah, I guess that's it. Bye bye.